Hello, I'm Lucy and it is my absolute pleasure to be hosting the Growing Business Awards. Although I'm sure it's not been the ideal year to grow any kind of business unless you're a start-up, home delivering custom-made sweatpants, or you recently won a contract to bulk buy loo roll. So everything that you've achieved this year is all the more impressive. And please, even though you're at home, do just treat this like a real live award ceremony. Applaud the nominees, cheer the winners, but if you're planning on getting absolutely smashed on champagne, do remember that you're paying for it. So I'm going to start today by thanking our sponsors, very important people. Let's start with Santander, the only bank on the British High Street that is in fact Spanish. So at least when they give you a mortgage holiday, it really does feel like a holiday. It was actually written into my contract that I have to be very nice about Santander. Actually, no, I'm joking, of course, that isn't true, because everybody knows there's no such thing as a Santander clause. It's a pun on Santa Claus. Now, Bridges Fund Management. I got quite excited when I read that Bridges Fund Management described themselves as thematic investors, although it turns out those themes are largely related to things like sustainability. I was actually really hoping that you'd all turn up at work in Hawaiian shirts and grass skirts, because this week is Tropical Week. ECI Partners seem to have a knack for getting into the right industries at just the right time. You invested in answer phones in the 80s, in Harry Potter in the 90s, so I'm presuming in 2020 that the first thing you did was get in on hand gel, multi-packs of biscuits and home-delivered wine boxes. Now let's move on to some of our nominees and VIPs. We've got Mindful Chef in the house. You sound like very responsible people. I'm more of a mindless chef myself. How else would you explain my invention of Cocoa Pops lasagna? It's delicious. Velocity Commerce are here. Clearly you're the people to see if I want to make a fast buck. The clue is in the name. Kubrick Group are in the house. I've got no idea if they're anything to do with the film director Stanley Kubrick. If they win, we better not play their acceptance video. It'll be beautifully shot, absolutely terrifying, and about 3.5 hours long. Northern Gas and Power are with us too. Personally, I much prefer Northern Gas to that soft Southern gas. Northern Gas is the kind of plain-speaking gas that doesn't muck about. Fair enough if you want to light the hob to fry an egg for a barm cake, but if you think it's heating a sauna in a health spa, you've got another think coming, my lad. Hello also to Pan Intelligence. You sound great, but if it turns out that you don't make casserole dishes fitted with AI, I will be very disappointed. Frugo is here. Frugo is a great website. You can get anything there, a hoverboard, food for excitable dogs and elegant porcelain vases. Basically all of the ingredients for a truly disastrous household incident. Hunter and Gather Foods. That's a great name but a tough business model, I'd imagine. You know, where do you find a woolly mammoth in this day and age, especially since you're based in Holborn? Oh, the team from the Whiskey and Wealth Club are here. To be honest, I'm not sure if you're a company or if it's just a glorious dream I once had. Shout out to our VIP supporter, Glencar Construction. Glencar? Glencar, make up your mind, guys. Are you a construction firm or a single malt whiskey? Shouldn't you be a bottle on the shelf at the Whiskey and Wealth Club? Glencar Construction have been responsible for building projects in Croydon, Milton Keynes and Heathrow Airport. All places I've been stuck waiting for far longer than I wanted, but I'm sure that's entirely my fault. Welcome also to Alpine Fire Engineers, who do very important work making mechanical fire suppression systems, which presumably also smell mountain fresh, like one of those little trees you hang on your rearview mirror. We've also got Crep Protect. Now, I know I shouldn't just guess, but do you spend a lot of time laminating pancakes? Astound Commerce UK are here. Astound and commerce are not two words I've necessarily put together. I've got to admit I've never really been astounded when I see the finance pages of the Sunday paper, although that may be because I'm usually just using them to line the cat's litter tray. Disguise are one of our nominees, but can we be sure it's really them? Sullivan and Stanley, you are apparently a change consultancy, which sounds good. I'll make sure to check in with you before I go ahead with my glamorous new outfit for the second half of the ceremony. I've already got the feeling that the tropical fruit headdress might be a bit much for some business-based awards. And finally, Snag Tights are here. Hi, Snag Tights. I understand you make really great tights, but you've also very cleverly woven in an element of fear into your marketing, because ever since I read your name, I've been terrified that I'm going to snag my tights, so I better buy some new ones. That's great marketing, guys. Snag have a brilliant range of Christmas tights. I was quite taken by the red and white striped candy cane option until I realised that if I bought some and coquettishly arched a leg around the bedroom door, my husband would just ask if I'd opened a barber's shop. Next up, we have Online Business of the Year. And obviously the Online Business Award is given to a business that is reshaping its market specifically through the online space. And let's see who's been doing that with our shortlist. So firstly, oh, it's another appearance for Frugo. There they are. We're also welcoming Genflow. We've got Housie, like saying that one as well. Hello, Mindful Chef, you're nominated. We've got Mintech. Again, we've got Snag Tights with their very snazzy logo, I like that. We have Velocity Commerce. And finally, Watermans. Well done to all of those nominees. It's another superb shortlist. And the winner is... it's Housie! Oh, and I'm delighted to say that we have got someone from Housie. We're going to go over to Callum Brannan from Housie to tell us a little bit about stuff.
Hey, thank you everybody. We weren't expecting that at all. So yeah, I mean, this is a market where we look after disrupting letting agents, and they're probably only hated nearly as much as parking wardens and lawyers. So you know, we're really grateful for everybody's support and for the judging panel, and we're on a mission to change an industry in this unusual year. So thank you everybody. Cheers.
No, thank you, Callum. Nice to see you've popped your Christmas tree up as well. Very festive. That's delightful. So congratulations to Housie and all the online business finalists. You all did brilliantly.